Food prepping. All you need, you got your pork and beans, your spam, 2 cans of tuna. That's all you need, ain't it? Can you survive on that? True, if you want to survive. False, if you want to live. Can I assure you, 3 days on that stuff? It's ready. I'm ready. The most powerful tool a prepper can have is one of them puppies right there. That's a Sam's Club. That place is wonderful. Pinto beans, which we just gave away, 10 pounds of that, like $5. It takes 3 bags of them. I can get 3 bags in a 5-gallon bucket, and you're good to hook. It'll last, if you do it correctly with an oxygen absorber, Mylar bag, you got 30 years worth out of that. But don't get hung up on how long will it last? How long will it last? Everybody asks that. Like, well, how long will this last? Does it matter? You say, well, yeah, it matters because I want to get 30 years out of it. Dude, if I thought nothing was going to happen to me in the next 15 years, I would not be here. So, I mean, why even bother with it? Why even bother with it? Because I feel like something is going to happen to this nation within the next 2-3 days. In the next little bit. I don't think I've got to worry about cracking a pack of that open in 25 years from now. I think I'll be in it a whole lot sooner. Anyway, they have, you can buy in bulk, buy in volume. I'll just tell you that going forward, knowing preppers, it's going to be very gaseous in the future. Natural gas, not going to be a problem. All right, long grain rice. Rice is excellent. If you got beans, you got rice, you got a whole meal. I mean, you've got, your carbs, your proteins, pretty much the whole 9 yards in beans and rice. You can't live on beans and rice. You can survive on it, you just can't live on it. Macaroni, basically, and you see there, that's like a 6-pound bag for like $5 with tax, title, dealer prep out the door. Basically, it is bread. So that's a good way to store bread. But I encourage you that if you store macaroni, make sure you go to Carolina Readiness or other outlets, but I'm kind of pushing Carolina Readiness. This is a commercial part of the advertisement. Go buy and get cheese blend. And the cheese blend is basically, when you buy like Kraft macaroni cheese, it's that little pack of powdered cheese. Get you like a number 10 can of that. That way you've got a number 10 can and your 5-gallon bucket of macaroni cheese. That way you can make macaroni cheese. Because I have to store macaroni cheese. I've got twin 9-year-old girls that survive the coming apocalypse of macaroni and cheese. It doesn't matter, gotta have macaroni and cheese. Sugar is one of the commodities, commerce, currencies of tomorrow. Your currencies of tomorrow, when the poo-poo hits the fan, is probably sugar, toilet paper, 22 long rifle ammunition. Sugar, it's important. Store sugar. Sugar, you don't have to have an oxygen absorber with. You can simply throw it in a bucket, put a lid on it. Honey. Honey is basically liquid sugar. If it goes bad and it crystallizes, oh, you can't use that, it's crystallized. Heat it up. It's honey again. Weird that way. Salt. Salt. You can store salt in a mason jar. There is nothing you can do to salt to make it not salt. That's biblical. Salt never loses its savor. If I pour water in that salt, fill that jar full of water, and I let it set and dehydrate, what does it become? Salt. Yep. Like I said, don't have to do nothing special, nothing fancy, down and dirty. Cheapest, best, quickest way to store salt, buy salt, Tractor Supply. You buy a 50-pound block of that stuff for like $4. You go to use it, get your cheese grater, you got salt. Simple as that. Good way to store it. You know, slap that whole block down in a bucket, pop a lid on it, you're good to hook. Oil. Oil is like the holy grail of prepping, because just no good long-term way to store oil. I can store it for 4 years. That's the most I can get out of it. That's in electrified conditions. How do I do that? I freeze it. When you freeze it, you basically stop the clock on it. I've got like 2 years shelf life on this product just sitting on the shelf. When I put it in the freezer, clock stops. EMP hits, whatever. I got 2 years left on that, year and a half. All you have to do is thaw it out, keep it in the freezer. This works on, I was told that this is a high end. I don't know. But I just bought this, and I thought oil was oil, but I was wrong. This even works on the cheap, like Great Value, True Value Walmart brand of vegetable oil. It'll work on oil. Oil is oil. Popcorn. Popcorn is great because popcorn is not genetically altered. It is a heirloom seed, I guess you might say. Also, there is 2 ways of eating that. I can either run it through my corn grinder and make cornmeal to eat cornbread, or I can pop it. So I like the versatility of popcorn. That bag right there at Sam's, it's going to set me back about $16. It's clean. It's been cleaned, sanitized, homogenized, whatever. But it's good to go. Rip the bag open, fill up some buckets, throw in an oxygen absorber, seal it up. You're good to go.
Will it grow?
I don't know. I've never tried to grow it. I don't know. Good question. Oh, and by the way, if I don't know something, I'll tell you. I don't know. I'm not.
You have to put it in the Mylar bag, or you just throw it in the bucket and throw the oxygen absorber in?
You could do that. It wouldn't last as long as Mylar. Mylar is the preferred barrier because over time plastic will leach. That's the reason something in Mylar will keep better than something in like an MRE.
Can you tell us about that time? Like I'm thinking about pinto beans in a bucket with a goodie top on and that kind of thing.
Couldn't really give you a time because I don't know where you're storing it, what the conditions are. I would say, going out on a limb, I'd probably say maybe 3 years until you get some leaching going on. Direct sunlight, it's going to go a lot lower. But Mylar is the way to go because this is an investment. It is an investment. You want to take as good care of your investment as you can. This is another way to store popcorn. There is no Mylar. There's no oxygen absorber. Who made the case, not the bell jar? Who made the case for that corn? God. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have to do stuff, really. That'll last. They have that is basically how they stored wheat in the pyramids. Basically a clay pot, throwed it in there. 3,000 years later, we find the pyramid, we throw the wheat out, and it grows. God made the container for wheat too.